Beautiful is that losing someone is not the end of the story. There is a kindness that I have for you that will never leave me, no matter how badly you betrayed me. I try to be realistic with myself. I tell myself that she is better for you, that I am healthier now alone, but that doesn't change how badly I miss you. Being lonely is always better than being with the wrong person. Read that again. Some of the bruises will last longer than others. Some will hide in your most vulnerable places. You'll forget about them until someone says your name, a little too much like they used to. I miss the feeling of love, as if I would know what to do with it if someone gave it to me. I stayed with sadness because she reassured me that I was capable of feeling so deeply. I ran from love because I never wanted to feel her that deeply again. If you are able to acknowledge that you did something wrong and also realize that not everything wrong is your fault, that is power. Learning to thrive in stability has not been easy for me. I have spent so long in the storm, I keep asking the sun to bring back the clouds. Why does comfort make me feel so uneasy? I hope that you're happy over there with her, but sometimes I hope you look over and realize my grass is greener. I hope that sometimes you wish you had chosen differently. Interpreting emotions is hard. Sometimes it's okay if you need someone else's words to help you understand how you feel. Poetry is the language of emotion. Starting over doesn't mean you have to erase every you that you've ever been. You are simply changing. Growth is a good thing. You can still cry for small things like you did when you were a child. It's okay to want things passionately and to H when you lose it, even when that thing is just a cup of coffee you spilled on the way to work. I bought new shampoo because I didn't want my hair to smell the way it did when I was with you. Sometimes taking back the little things is important. I have a habit of relocating stones, taking them from the ground and moving them somewhere else, sometimes miles away. It's silly, but I like to play God over rocks. It makes me feel like I maintain some kind of control. I don't think they were taking you where you were meant to go. I don't think they were supposed to carry you anymore, as terrifying as shipwrecks are. However cold the water may be to swim, some ships are better sunk, capsize. I want the kind of love that is blind, but not the kind that leads me blindfolded off a cliff. Thank you for saving me from settling for the wrong person by walking away from me. Home. The bees aren't going to go away, but they are going to change with you. Sometimes they will be chaotic, sometimes they will rest, sometimes they will give you sweet honey, and sometimes they will remind you of how much love can sting. But if you can find a home within yourself and make peace with your bees, you will be all right. I was waiting to write this part of the book for a long time. I thought I needed to feel at home before I could write about being there. I thought I needed to fall in love. I thought that this part of the book was going to be about finding that someone who wouldn't let me go as easily as others have. I'm sorry to tell you, I didn't find that. I found something else. I found that I had forgotten how to feel at home within myself. I found that I had become so far detached from myself while trying to please other people. So I'm sorry to me. I'm sorry to the girl who used to be so passionate about life that she would wake up singing. This part of the book is for you. It's a love letter to remind you that you are whole as you are, and that alone and lonely aren't always synonymous. Don't make plans to watch the sunset. It might be cloudy. Watch the sunset when it catches you off guard. Pause your busy life for a minute and just be still. No longer taking advice from my doubts. Staring out the window of an airplane and watching the morning sunlight touch the earth, and she whispers to me, "You belong here." And for once, I agree with her. What are you afraid of? Name it, throw it on the ground, and step on it on your way out. No matter how you feel, your ability to see the good in everyone you meet is a gift. It is a gift that makes you vulnerable. It is a gift that will, at times, leave you on a bathroom floor crying at 2 a.m. Regardless, if you always see roses and never thorns, you are extraordinary. I see how much you care, and I think your heart is a garden. It is beautiful. Pick something to look forward to, even if it's really small. And please stay here for tomorrow. I tend to write about loss, but I must not forget what it is to find a new home within someone else's chest. I remember when I discovered that my lips fit perfectly on yours. And although my heart no longer rests in your chest, thank you for being my temporary home. I think the rain is the most consistent thing I've ever fallen in love with. The rain is the same everywhere I have been and everywhere I will be. There isn't this perfect destination that is out there waiting for your heart to come home to, but there are places where you will find comfort, and there are people who love you. I love you. You are afraid to love again. It feels like everyone leaves. So for now, love the things that are constant. Love the sunlight. Love the feeling of a soft blanket wrapped around you. Engulf yourself in books and watch documentaries about things you've always wondered about. There will not always be someone at your side, but there will always be something to love. I promise. There is beauty in the way she holds herself that makes me hope she never allows another unworthy soul to hold her instead. I notice even the way your fingers move. I think it is perfection. Noticing the little things about me. When your universe gets smaller, your perceived value increases because you become more rare. So spend time alone, make your universe your own. Don't overcrowd your mind with comparison. You cannot make anyone become enthralled with your existence. But inevitably, someone will choose you. For now, choose yourself. Say it to yourself. Thank you for staying. It is a privilege to love you. Do not forget that. I made a new friend today. Dance with me. She said. I took her hand. I found that I wasn't angry anymore. Tell me your name, please. She replied. Peace. I cannot pretend that I don't want someone to fall in love with, but I know that my heart needs time, and I care for her the most. Goodbye is courageous. Relationships are not appraisals. Do not give yourself for your worth to be determined. Instead, please allow me to offer my expert estimation of your heart.